Hey everyone, I'm not in my own garden today. I'm out in a forest local to home, trying to find some inspiration. This forest is home to some mighty trees, fallen oaks, and it's got so many beautiful little details. And I'm looking for ideas that I can add to my own garden and looking for things that I can share with you that you can add to yours. Because this forest looks great no matter what season it is, and it's still very lush and green at this time of year. So let's have a look around. I'm just realising how lush and green everything is, and I think there is so much here that we can take as inspiration for our own gardens in the depths of winter, especially tropical style gardens, which we tend to think turn a bit bare in the winter months. So here, a fern. Ferns are iconic of like lush tropical rainforests, and we have so many, I'm slipping and sliding down the slope here, we have so many native ferns. This one is Hart's tongue fern or mother's tongue fern. Its Latin name is Asplenium scolopendrium. I actually grow this one in the Grow Paradise garden because it is evergreen and it looks very lush and tropical, and it's hardy, so you don't have to worry about it in the winter months. Now, we've also got something here that's usually considered a bit of a problem plant in gardens, and many gardeners hate it. But there are relatives of the English ivy that we can use in tropical style gardens. Now this ivy, Hedera helix, has actually been crossed with a plant that we use a lot in a tropical style garden, and that's Fatsia japonica. They're in the same family. You'll notice they have the same flowers and the same berries. Some genius crossed these two, and you can buy a plant called Fats Hedera. Fatsia cross Hedera helix, and it has all of the qualities of ivy. It's really vigorous, it will grow upwards, but it's got that sturdiness of a Fatsia shrub, so it stays rigid and grows almost in like a slightly loose wavy shrubby form. Let me see what else I can find. Just look how this winter sun is catching the golden leaves on this beech tree. Now, beech is native to the UK, and on younger branches, it actually holds on to the dead leaves through winter, so the low winter sun just illuminates them. But something's happened here, nature's way, which is the best. Nature's laid out this area exactly as a garden designer would in a show garden at somewhere like Chelsea. Beneath this deciduous tree, there's a ground cover of evergreens, a mix of evergreen ferns and the evergreen ivy and some bramble as well, which has remained evergreen in this warm microclimate beneath the canopy of the trees. And the whole area just looks really nice in the middle of winter. This combination is definitely something that I'd think of adding to my garden going forwards. I love the balance. Here's another plant, holly. Native to the UK, famous for its red berries that you see in Christmas wreaths. But this serrated foliage, it's evergreen, it stays looking good through winter. And plants that are similar to this, that have this texture to the foliage, are something like Pseudopanax. It's a half hardy or full hardy if you're in a mild part of the UK, and it has the same serrated edges to the leaves. There's a really nice one called Pseudopanax tuatara that I absolutely love. And it gives you this height, this structure, and this winter interest in these colder, darker days. I really, really like it. You don't get the red berries though, so you need to find something different for your Christmas wreath. Now this one doesn't look much, but much like the beech tree we've just seen, it's catching the low winter sun and glowing. Now there are plants, ornamental plants, that we can grow to mimic this. Plants like Stipa tenuissima or Stipa gigantea, the giant oak grass. But if you want a grass that's going to stay looking lush and green through winter, try something that looks like grass, but it's actually a herbaceous perennial, something like Libertia grandiflora. It's really nice. It's got glaucous bluey green leaves, and then it has white flowers in spring. And I think there's no better flower colour than white in spring, even in a tropical style garden. It just brings that freshness of the seasons. Yeah, a humble grass. Give them a go. This is something I love about forests, all the different textures you get in the bark, in the branches, in the foliage, and then in things like moss. It's almost a miniature rainforest in its own right. If you've got a cold, dark part of your garden where many of us think pretty plants can't grow, try cultivating moss. There are so many native species and it just adds sort of age and maturity to your garden, and it really does make it look rainforesty. If you combine this with something like begonias, you're going to be transported to a rainforest every time you step out of the back door. And I mean, just look how good this moss looks next to this native fern. If it was a little bit warmer, I'd think I was on holiday somewhere beautiful and tropical. Can't stop touching it. Hopefully you got some ideas from this video. I've definitely felt inspired from being here. Even just the sound of the birds reminds me of what I need to add to my garden to bring it alive in the winter months. And this spot here sort of just summarises everything we've been talking about. I do feel like I'm in a jungle. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.